Hello, my name is Mark with Scared Shiftless, SoCal, California. And what we have here is a 1967 Firebird. As you can see, it has some pretty nice paint. And our customer wants to actually install this hood tach. It's pretty cool. They put them on the GTOs, the Firebirds. Awesome addition to your car. The problem is the instructions. The instructions for this, if you use these instructions the way they want you to, in this corner, you are definitely going to ruin your hood, possibly have to replace it also. I'm going to show you how to do this quickly and correctly. And as far as these go, this has about the same usefulness as this. You might as well just tear this up and right to the trash can or the commode, whatever you prefer. Let's get started. We're going to remove our hood. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that our hood tach is centered to this triangular area right here. In order to do that, we're going to use some masking tape. Masking tape, couple bucks, hood, $500. So you know what? We're going to waste the tape. We're just going to peel some of this off so we get this tape to actually fit in that little triangular area. And that's going to locate us to center. Right there it is. So now that our tape fits in here, we're going to mark center. And then we're going to find center across here and drill our hole. We measured across and we found center. We're going to drill a little tiny pilot hole. And now we're going to flip our hood over. Now that we have our pilot hole, what we're going to do is we're going to take our tape and we're going to mark it just in a couple spots around there. We don't want to destroy the paint, so what we're going to do is we're going to mask this out. The best tape to use is the gray tape. You know, the blue tape is fine, but it's probably going to tear and create problems for you, get caught in the bit. So we're going to go ahead, mask that off. What we want to do is go really slow and cut the paint. We don't want the paint to start flaking off. Also, we don't want the hood to get hot from the bit that it starts burning the paint. So what I used is 3 5/8 hole saw. When I measured it off, it looked like it was about that size, maybe 3 3/4. But it's easier for me to make this opening bigger if I need to than it is to make it smaller. So let's get this cleaned up. Next step. So what we have is a nice clean edge here. Time to make our pattern. What we're going to do is we're going to lay this up there. We're going to take and rub our finger around the edge so we can see our hole. Now we're going to cut that out. So now that we got our hole cut, what we're going to do is we're going to slide it over our tach. We're going to hold it where it's center. We're going to mark our studs. And then we'll punch those out. Now that we have our template, we want to center our hole. We're going to lay that down. We want to make sure this is about 90 degrees to the side of the hood. We're going to lay our tack up there, and we're going to put our studs on our holes. Now we can take and rock the tack back and forth, and the studs will leave an impression exactly where we need to drill. You want to make sure that this face is exactly where you want it. We're looking pretty good here. We can see our marks. Right there, we got it. So we're going to go ahead and drill these holes. So utilizing our dull bits, we were able to drill these holes. We made them a little larger than our stud size, because a lot of times these are not actually straight. So let's go ahead, we're just going to set that up there. Our holes are all lined up. We're going to go ahead and put our hood back on. So there you have it. We installed our tack. We didn't damage our paint. We didn't drill any holes that were unnecessary. We certainly didn't ruin the hood. And I'd really like to spend some more time with you, but you know what? I have some paperwork to do. And remember to check out papadent.com, www.papadent.com for your multi-purpose handheld tool for your restoration needs. Thank you for watching and have a great week.